The 9 to 5ers are in debt, scrolling through endless feeds, and slowly becoming illiterate. The kids, they've graduated cocoa melon, but can't pay attention to anything longer than 15 seconds. Books are banned, but it hardly even matters. The kids can't read them anyways. This is the current state of education in America. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Jamin. I'm an author and the founder of Liana Learns. I'm here to bridge the gap today between parenthood and education. We're going to tackle some tough topics and offer resources that represent the underrepresented. And we're going to really dig in to what's going on in our educational system. So why are kids not reading? And how is it our problem? We need to acknowledge the history of the American education system and its systemic discrimination that goes on throughout history. We can't ignore the data. But here's the kicker. Only 13.6 of K through 12 funding actually comes from the federal level. The Department of Education, which establishes policy and coordinates federal education, plays a major role in this. 86.4% of that comes from the state and local level, which means the systemic racism that we experience on the daily basis in our education system actually occurs at the local level. So let's get real and let's talk about reading. Reading does and can make a difference. Think about it. When you can't read, you don't have access to available funds and resources and a certain quality of life that you would like for yourself. And just in general, when those individuals can't access the information, they can't advocate for what they really need in life. Teachers are being cut, and those funds are shifting even more to the state and the local levels. So let's talk about teachers. We face a teacher shortage today, and right now we're experiencing the highest teacher turnover in American history. So U.S. teachers work an average of 9.25 hours a day, but American teachers only experience 5.25 hours actually teaching in the school system, which means less time for grading papers or working on lessons plans. And a lot of that additional time and those resources and funds are spent on security and non-educational resources, something that most other countries don't have to deal with. We get less bang for our buck, and teachers just can't teach math and reading in an environment like that. So let's talk about reading. We've shifted from a phonics-based approach to a 3Qing approach. So 3Qing is basically assuming kids could read and teach themselves based off of the different context clues in a sentence. But now more states are recognizing the importance of a phonics-based approach and how 3Qing actually hinders kids' education, literacy, and development. And on top of not being able to read, the motivation to read is just a lot lower than it was before. Kids, students, adults, we just don't read for fun like we used to. We used to open up a chapter book and just be completely engrossed in the words, the sentences, the structure, to be able to figure out the exact storyline that these characters were actually experiencing. But now, when it comes to reading, we'll read captions on TikTok or short messages here and there, but it's not the long form reading to really engage like we once had. And when we're not taking the time to actually read in that long form manner, it reduces our reading stamina, which makes it a lot difficult to read books. And we're more inclined to read those quick captions or thumbnails that we come across on social media every single day. And this is why early literacy is so important. These skills don't just magically appear. They're built brick by brick by brick. From the moment we start engaging with students and children, we read to them, we sing to them, we engage in their imagination, talk to them, which ultimately makes reading fun. We as parents are the first and the most important teachers our children will ever have. We can't wait for the educational system to fix itself. We need to take action, and it starts in our home with our children today. It's not about being perfect, it's about being present. It's about creating a home environment where reading is encouraged, valued, and celebrated. It's about giving our children the tools to succeed in a world that is increasingly becoming more difficult for their literacy demands. So, parents, what do? We start today. We read a book, we sing a song, we make up characters with our children, we stretch their literacy capabilities so that they don't become educationally fatigued. We make a difference, and it starts with us, and it starts in our homes. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more educational resources on how to build a better future for our children. Bye.